Alright, so this is part 2 of Sonic Colors. So we're almost done with Starlight Carnival. I think this is the last level, and then there's just a boss after. But yeah, I like Starlight Carnival, but like I said, it might be my least favorite, like, worlds in the game, I don't know. But yeah, okay, so yeah, the Hover Wisp has the Light Dash, and I think that's kind of weird. So they took away Sonic's Light Dash just to give it to the Hover Wisp? It's like, why? I don't know how I feel about that. I like when Sonic just has the Light Dash, because like he's always had the Light Dash since like SA1. Well, in SA1, the Light Dash was like a power-up, but then in like SA2 and Heroes, he just kind of had it naturally. And then in 06, you had to buy the Light Dash, and then I think in Unleashed you had to unlock it. It's weird, like sometimes Sonic has the Light Dash, and sometimes he has to unlock it. It's kind of inconsistent, depending on what game you're playing. Alright, so that was a level. Alright, so now we're gonna do the boss, I think.
This park is huge.
Yeah, Eggman could be anywhere.
Indeed I could, but I'm right here behind this generator. That's it, Hedgehog. Stand there and be a nice little target.
Tails.
Sorry if you hear me eating. I'm just having some rice.
Sonic, look out!
Wow, Tails is like a really good friend. Too bad he's gonna die.
Tails, buddy.
He's my buddy now.
He's my buddy now.
Talk to him.
Me? I did nothing at all. Unless shooting him with my mind control beam that runs on alien energy counts is doing something to him. Does it? To get to me, you're going to have to go through your best friend. This turned out much better than I could have hoped, and I only used a small prototype.
So, honestly,
Oh,
it might sound weird. I wish they had like a fight where like Sonic had to fight Tails. Like at this part,
Come on, Tails.
it would have at least been interesting.
You don't want to do this.
What the?
Tails, buddy, are you all right?
Like they kind of just did it for the cutscene, but like imagine if like you actually had to fight Tails right now. I think that would have been really funny.
Ran out of juice. Well, I'll get more.
It would have been a better boss fight, because the boss fight in this, the boss fights in this game aren't that good.
In the meantime, enjoy the park. I'll leave you your own private tour guide.
Pay up, Tails. I told you he had an evil plot, and coming here was a good idea. There it is, straight from the horse's mouth.
We didn't bet.
Dang.
Okay, so the bosses, let me rephrase, the bosses aren't that bad, but the problem is they get rehashed. Like, I'm pretty sure we have to fight this exact same boss again later. And that's why it's kind of annoying. But yeah, this boss is pretty easy. We basically just have to keep homing attacking the shit. While dodging crap, like I failed to do. Crap, I need some rings. Yeah, I guess the wisps. I don't know if the wisps even do anything. Like, I just lasered straight into it, but I don't know if I'd even hurt it. Like, why? Like, what's the point of getting one of those wisps during the boss? Crap, I need some rings. Please don't die, please don't die. Crap, 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 okay. Maybe now the laser will do something? I don't know, I lasered straight into it, right? But I swear it doesn't do anything, so like, what's the point of it? Alright, I guess we won.
Sorry, I got bored and broke your robot.
That was easier than I remember. I remember actually dying on that boss a few times.
Hey, Sonic, did you give the guide your complaint?
Oh, I gave it to him pretty good. Sup, Yacker? So did you get any more info out of him?
Well, it wasn't easy, but yeah.
Well, we know Eggman is going to use the energy he's stealing for a mind control weapon.
Learned that one the hard way.
Do we know how Eggman is getting all these aliens?
Yeah. At first, I thought that Yacker was talking about how Baldy Nosehair was using burps to do it.
He is pretty gassy. Maybe the smell would knock him out? I don't know, something doesn't seem right with that.
That's what I said. It made no sense. Then I made a tiny adjustment and realized he was saying generators.
So, no burps. Well, that's a relief.
Tell me about it. So basically, Eggman is using 5 tractor beam generators to hold their planet in orbit.
I don't get, like,
Scoops
Tails
aliens
is
all
supposedly a genius, but he can't make some, like, alien translator work correctly.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. 5 generators? Well, I've already leveled
I mean, I guess that's, like, a hard task to accomplish,
That leaves us
but
3
still.
more of those bad boys to take out.
Nobody said there'd be math, but I'm with you, buddy.
We should get moving. Yacker says the aliens don't have much time.
Once
Like,
I
how would you
start
even make an
I don't
alien
need much
translator?
time.
Like, especially if it's, like, a language that, like, you never heard of before. I don't know.
Soon the mind control weapon will be full of energy I've siphoned from the aliens, and Sonic's world will be the center of my interplanetary theme park.
Y'all reckon you'll be able to get yourself enough of that energy to take over the whole dang planet?
Yes, I reckon I will. Where is your new voice chip?
Got it right here, sir. Just need to install it. The think bone's connected to the talk bone. The talk bone's connected to the mouth bone.
Yeah, what happened to Orbot and Q? His name's Orbot, right? What happened to Orbot and Qbot?
Annoying than that cowboy chatter.
I don't think they were in Frontiers, right? Like, I don't remember them being in Sonic Frontiers.
Squire, but me and McMatey are gonna sail off and search for that lumber Sonic.
They might have been in Sonic Forces, but I don't know about after that.
That's the wrong chip.
Really? Are you sure he doesn't normally speak in pirate?
On the bright side, he's much more exotic now.
Just go find him and fix that. Shortly, I will have no need for those idiots. In just a few hours, Sonic's world will be under my control. When it is, it will be the crown jewel of my amusement park. The greatest amusement park in the universe.
Alright, calm down there.
I think I gloated so hard I pulled a muscle.
So, one weird thing about the cutscenes, apparently for the remaster, they could have re-rendered them in HD, because apparently on the disc, they have like the cutscenes running in real time, so they could have re-rendered the cutscenes to be in HD, but for whatever reason, they just left it as like the original resolution. I think that's kind of lazy because yeah, the cutscenes do look blurry, but yeah, they could have just like re-rendered them apparently. But okay, so we have the rest of the levels unlocked, so we can do them in any order.
Next stop, the asteroid coaster. Zoom along through and sometimes next stop, the aquarium.
Yeah, Aquarium Park is honestly like my favorite level. I almost want to just play Aquarium Park, but like, I might just go in order.
Next stop.
Yeah, even though you can play it in any order, I usually just go like clockwise.
Next stop.
Sorry for burping, I'm gross. Yeah, let's just go in order. I don't know. So yeah, this is Planet Wisp. Yeah, this is the one they brought back in Generations. Planet Wisp is a really good level. Aquarium Park is my favorite level, but this is maybe like the second best. I don't know. Yeah, there's still some glitches, like there's some flickering in the sky that happens in this version, but not the Wii version. Like, they still didn't fix all the glitches, which is kind of stupid. See, like, you see the flickering in the background? Why is it, like, why have they not fixed that? Whatever. Alright, so this Wisp basically gives you the spin dash, and it lets you stick on walls. It's kind of like how the green Wisp gives you the light dash, the pink one gives you the spin dash. Honestly, I think Sonic should have had the spin dash in this game, especially because most of it's 2D anyway. And also the boost is pretty limited, so it would have been nice to have the spin dash. I think the DS version had the spin dash, so it's like, why not just give Sonic the spin dash in this one? I wonder if the Sonic Generations remaster has the spin dash. I think in the Sonic Generations remaster, they gave modern Sonic like the drop dash apparently. I don't know if he can spin dash, but I hope so. But yeah, the Wii version is still kind of like the best version of this game, just because this one has graphical glitches. I mean, I probably prefer this version anyway, just because, like, it's HD, and I don't know, it's just more convenient to play. Like, I don't know where my Wii copy is. I don't even know if I have it anymore, honestly. But, yeah. Wii games just look blurry. Unless you emulate it, obviously. I mean, if you emulate the Wii version, that might be like the definitive version of Sonic Colors. But yeah. The remaster, it's okay if you ignore the slight problems it has. I mean, it's not as bad as like Sonic Genesis on the GBA. Like, I don't think this port is like a disaster. Maybe the Switch version was. Okay, the Switch version might have been a disaster, because that one literally can give you a seizure. But I think the PlayStation and Xbox versions are like serviceable. I think. Also, I wanted to say, I feel like Planet Wisp, it kind of, I always thought this, it looks like Quartz Quadrant from Sonic CD. Kind of like a little bit. Because I feel like Quartz Quadrant, I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that right, Quartz Quadrant. it kind of has like a similar aesthetic where there's like construction and like nature. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but like look up Quartz Quadrant and then play this. Or like look at Planet Wisp and then look at Quartz Quadrant. I think it kind of looks similar in my opinion, unless I'm crazy. Also, yeah, Planet Wisp has great music. Like, I love the music in this level. Yeah, this level has really good, like, has a really good aesthetic. Yeah, so they brought this back in Sonic Generations, but honestly, in Sonic Generations, they kind of ruined Planet Wisp because they brought back the Rocket Wisp and also like the pink one, and the problem with Sonic Generations Planet Wisp, they made the wisps like really annoying. Like, they were like required every 5 seconds, but in Sonic Colors, like the wisps are kind of more fun because for the most part you don't really have to use them. But in Sonic Generations, they kind of like force you to use them every 5 seconds, and I thought that was kind of annoying. And also in Sonic Generations, pretty much the whole level was 2D. Which I mean, to be fair, Sonic Colors is mostly 2D. But I would have hoped that I kind of hoped that they would have made more 3D. Like, especially with the modern Sonic level. And then the classic Sonic Planet Wisp wasn't really even that fun. So yeah, crap. That was my fault. Well, it's weird because like,
do this all day.
alright, thanks Tails. So, most of the Sonic Generations levels are really, really good. So I was kind of surprised when Planet Wisp was kind of like disappointing. Because like, Sonic Generations is so good that I don't think any of the levels are disappointing. Even like Green Hill Zone is so much fun in Sonic Generations. So it's like how they ruined Planet Wisp is beyond me. And yeah, I think this level has the most flickering. I don't really notice it much in the other levels. I do remember Aquarium Park might have had a little bit, but in this level, there's a lot of flickering in the background. What am I doing? Okay. Crap.
I'm on my way.
I kind of miss the bounce bracelet. That's one thing I wish like Colors had. Like, I really like the bounce bracelet and Sonic Frontiers. So yeah. I mean, you don't really need it. Like, Colors control's pretty good, but it still would have been nice to have like the bounce. Okay, so this is cool. So yeah, with the laser, you can basically just skip everything.
transforming it somehow, making it part of his theme park.
Attention guests, if you can hear this message, you are trespassing in an area still under renovation. If you are not a robot, please return to the main park areas and ignore anything evil you might have seen here. Thank you.
It looks like the theme of his park is universal domination and the conquest of alien races.
It's more than a theme, it's a reality. He's using them like some kind of living intergalactic gasoline.
That's pretty low, even for a sleazeball like Eggman.
Some displacement of indigenous aliens and destruction of natural resources may occur. Eggman Enterprises not responsible.
You getting any of that?
Yeah, they're totally freaked out. It sounds like they're in shock because of public transportation and
I like how you kind of see more because you rescued some.
They're in shock because of their planet's strange transformation and having been dragged across the universe.
Well, I still can't believe he kidnapped the whole planet. How did somebody do that?
They're saying it was either ice cream or a tractor beam.
Yeah, well, I'm going to guess it wasn't ice cream shooting out of those generators.
If it was, I would get one for back home.
Dude, I'd get two. Now, if everyone will excuse me, I'm going to put a stop to these renovations.
Okay. But yeah, it's like I said, you can kind of play the levels in any order, which I think that's cool. But I don't know. I usually just play in like the correct order because I don't know. I feel like that's kind of just how the game is supposed to be. Like if I played Planet Wisp as like the last level, I feel like it would kind of be weird. I don't know why they even give you like the option. I don't think any Sonic game really does that. Like what other Sonic game lets you play in any order? I don't know if Unleashed did that. But I don't think so. Like in like Sonic Unleashed, I thought you had to like unlock each area. Like you couldn't just play the levels in any order, I don't think. Also, I bashed Sonic Forces for having short levels, and this game has really short levels too, which I admit is really lazy. I'm not going to defend the short levels here, and then bash Sonic Forces for having short levels. This game does have some insanely short levels, and I'm not a fan of that. I think they kind of like split. I think like they made a bunch of short levels just to make the game seem longer. Because like they could have had like 3 or 4 acts per world, but they give you like 6 acts. But I think they only did that to make the game seem longer. I don't know. That's just speculation. I don't really know. They just wanted it to feel like there's more levels, even if the levels were short. Because I remember I thought I heard once that, like, in Tropical Resort, like, Act 1 and 2 were supposed to be, like, the same level, but they, like, cut it into 2 separate levels just to make, like, the game seem longer or something stupid. Which I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Like, I'm sure some of these levels were supposed to just be, like, one big level, but they just split them into pieces. For whatever reason. And I want to talk about the Wisps a little bit. So, a lot of people hate the Wisps, but in this game, it's actually done pretty good. So, here's what I mean. I think the Wisps are the best when they're optional. Like, in this game, honestly, I don't think you really have to use, like, maybe sometimes you have to use the Wisps, but for the most part, you don't actually have to use it. But in later games, like Sonic Lost World, and, like, maybe Sonic Forces, like, in the later games, they kind of, like, force you to use the Wisps. But in Sonic Colors, even though like this is the first time the wisps were introduced, I feel like they handled them pretty well. Like, I mean, obviously, like if you get the red coins and stuff, like yeah, you have to use the wisps. But if you're just running through the levels, you don't really have to use it. And when you play with Supersonic, all the wisps are actually disabled. So if you do like a playthrough with Supersonic, you literally don't use any of the wisps like the whole game. So yeah, I don't feel like the gimmick is that like annoying in this game. Because yeah, you don't even really have to use them. They're kind of just power-ups. Like the power-ups and like kind of think like the power-ups in Mario. Like yeah, there's power-ups, but you don't really have to use them if you don't want to. They're kind of just there.
And there's the generator. It seems like these guys are getting harder and harder to find. I know for a fact these guys are getting harder and harder to beat.
Please remember, all planets in Eggman's incredible interstellar amusement park are, as far as you know, wholly owned properties of Eggman Enterprises and its subsidiaries. All unauthorized photography, video reproduction, or shutting down of generators is strictly prohibited. Thank you.
Eggman, I am going to save this planet, and I am going to free these aliens.
Oh my god.
No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me. We can save a lot of time and broken robots if
Oh
you
my
just
god.
quit now.
I think that's so funny that like Sonic actually says that. That's like everyone on YouTube.
Reasonable.
That's literally everyone that makes YouTube videos. Like, we don't give a fuck about copyright laws. Sonic would be like a good YouTuber. If he was real, I guess. But you see what I mean? This is kind of a rehash of the boss from Tropical Resort. It's a little bit harder, I guess, but it's pretty much the same thing. I wouldn't even say it's harder. Maybe like slightly. Honestly, you don't even have to go on those circles. I like just boosting to the top and then just like stomping on him. I think that's easier. Yeah, the bosses in this game are really easy.
Wow, sometimes I even impress myself. For a second there, I wasn't sure I was going to pull it off. Well, who am I kidding? We both knew how this would end.
Are you talking to the broken robot who can't hear you?
Maybe. That's between me and the robot. See, the important thing here is the alien planet is free.
Absolutely.
So, we can just forget about the whole talking to dead robots thing, right?
Nope.
I knew you'd say that.
Oh, come on. I've seen you save the day a lot of times, but I've never seen you talk to a pile of metal.
Touché.
It's like I said, I do really like the dialogue in this game. It is a little cringy, but I think it's funny. Okay, this is my favorite, like, world in this game. I love Aquarium Park. I think the music is amazing, and it's just, like, such a, like, a beautiful level. What the hell? What the? I was just praising this level, and I swear it glitched out in the first, like, 5 seconds. What the fuck? Alright, let me reset that. Let me reset this level. Alright, let's try that again. You see what I mean? This game's just a little bit glitchy. I don't know if that was my fault. I don't think I touched anything on the controller. But whatever. How did I miss those rings? You know, what? Let me try this level again. I don't know I don't know what's going on. Because usually I boost up those rings. Usually I can get to those rainbow rings pretty easily. All you gotta do is boost, right? Okay, I guess now it works. I don't know what happened before. Whatever. How did I miss that grind rail? Whatever. It might have been my fault. I haven't played this in a while. So I'm not gonna blame the game entirely. But yeah, I really love this level. I just think it looks amazing. I think this is like the best water level in like Sonic history. And what's cool, you can like swim in this level. You can like jump infinitely when you're underwater. And I think that's really cool. And yeah, you can explore the water with like the drill. One weird thing about like 3D Sonic games is there's no underwater sections in almost any 3D Sonic game. Well, this is 2D, but like in terms of like 3D underwater gameplay, there's not really that much. Like in Sonic Adventure 1, there were like a few like pools of water you can go in, but there wasn't like a full 3D underwater level. And Sonic Frontiers has like underwater areas you can go in, but it's like I said, it's not like there's like underwater levels. There's just like in Frontier, like in Sonic Frontiers and in Sonic Adventure 1, there's like a few underwater areas you can go in, but like that's about it. I think those are the only two 3D Sonic games where you can go underwater in 3D. In Sonic Adventure, it was just like two areas. There was like a small like underwater area in Emerald Coast, and there was like that swimming pool in Twinkle Park that you can go in. And I guess Big the Cat has a few underwater areas, but I don't know if that really counts. But yeah, and Sonic Frontiers has some underwater, which I was kind of surprised. It was weird being like modern Sonic and underwater in 3D. But yeah, I don't know why I'm like rambling so much about water. It's just something I noticed that modern Sonic games don't really have any water like that much. Like Sonic Unleashed had no underwater sections, and like in Sonic 06 and like in Sonic 06, if you touched the water, you would just like die instantly. Like you couldn't go under the water. Same with Unleashed. Unleashed, you couldn't. Like if you in Unleashed, if you touch the water, you just die. But yeah. Also, those sun coins, honestly, I don't really know what they do. I think if you just like get a bunch of them, you unlock cosmetics. I think that's probably what it does. Those weren't in the original game, they added those to the HD remaster. Honestly, I don't really understand why Sonic Colors was like a Wii exclusive. Like maybe, I don't know, I mean I assume Nintendo like paid Sega or something. But like, I always thought it was weird that this game wasn't on like the PS3 or 360. Because I remember at like, even when I played this, when I was like, I think I was like 13 or something when this game came out. I remember thinking like the graphics could have been so much better if it was on like the PS3 or 360. Because like the Wii wasn't an HD console. So I kind of always felt like this game was held back by the Wii. So it's kind of weird having like the remaster now and playing it in HD. Because like I always wanted to see Sonic Colors in HD. And the graphics do hold up, like Sonic Colors looks really good, even by like modern standards. I mean the graphics aren't like amazing, but they do look pretty nice. So yeah, I'm happy they're remastering Sonic Generations. Hopefully there's no glitches like there are in this remaster. But I don't know, I think it'll probably be fine. Because I think that's actually being made by Sonic Team. Because yeah, this was made by like Blind Squirrel, I think. 'Cause I think that's why this was like kind of crappy, because yeah, they like outsourced this. I like the slide in this game. I know that's kind of random, but like I feel like the slide, like I don't know how to explain it. Like when you slide in like Sonic Generations, I don't feel like it lasts that long, but when you slide in Colors, the slide kind of like lasts forever. I feel like, unless I'm crazy. I don't know, it just feels like a good slide. Because like in Generations, when you slide, I think you stop sliding after a few seconds. But in Colors, if you hold down the slide button, you pretty much just go on forever. Like, let me show you. Like, I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but like your slide doesn't really stop. You can just slide forever pretty much. I don't think that... I'm like almost positive that doesn't happen in Sonic Generations. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought in Generations, I thought when you slide, it just like stops after a few seconds. I could be completely wrong, but I think that's how it was. I don't remember how the slide was in Sonic Frontiers. I played Sonic Frontiers not even that long ago, but for some reason, I don't even remember how the slide worked.
Welcome to the exotic aquarium.
I swear, I'm having like memory loss or something. But yeah, if they added new levels to the Sonic Generations remaster, I would really like to see this level brought back. Like, I don't think Planet Wisp was a bad choice, but like, if I was in charge of Sonic Generations, I probably would have chose this level instead. See, like, that, like, loop, or, like, half loop, like, that didn't really work. like, I don't know. Like, I thought the loops are just kind of automatic, but sometimes in this game they just don't work right. And I'm pretty sure that's the remaster's fault, because I don't remember that happening in, like, the Wii version. Like, it's not, like, a giant deal. Like, it doesn't, like, ruin the game or anything. But it's just, like, some parts of the levels just feel wrong. Because it's just, like, I don't think that was supposed to happen, but I don't know. Like, if that does happen in the Wii version, like, someone let me know, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. It's like I said, I haven't played the Wii version in a really long time, so I might be talking out of my ass, but I did play a lot of it, so I kind of, like, I think I know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I remember this part's kind of annoying, because there's not enough rings, and if you run out of boost, you're kind of screwed. Yeah, this part's annoying. You basically just have to keep going to the rings, because he hits you over and over, but you never have enough boost to, like, do anything about it. Like, I don't get what you're supposed to do there. Like, if you don't have any boost, like, what are you supposed to do? Because, like, you never have enough boost in this game. And it's like they try to remedy it by having, like, that special homing attack that gives you a little boost. But it doesn't help that much. Like, it helps a little bit, but I still feel like I never have enough boost. Okay, yeah, these levels I hate. I don't like these auto-scroll levels. I think these are horrible. And they should have never been in the game. Like, come on, these levels suck. Like, they're not fun. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but, like, who actually likes these levels? I don't think anyone actually enjoys them. Like, I don't like auto-scroll levels. Even in, like, the Mario games, I don't like them. But, like, in a Sonic game, it's even more annoying. It's like, what's fun about this? We're just waiting. We're literally just, like, standing here waiting. At least the levels are short. But, like, that level did not have to be in this game. I think this act was good. I kind of remember liking Act 6. I know that's, like, a random act to remember, but, like, I do kind of remember, like, the Act 6 on this one. Because it has, like, some 3D sections. And I think those, like, the 3D sections kind of stand out because this game doesn't have that many. But yeah, this Ghost Wisp wasn't in the old game. I don't remember if it was from... I don't know if it's from Sonic Lost World or if it's from, like, the DS version. Because I swear I've never like used that wisp in my life. I don't know why they added that wisp. I feel like it's kind of like a random addition. All it really does is let you skip some parts of the level. Alright, let's get some boosts. So see, like, even when you get a boost capsule, it only fills up your boost bar, like, a little bit. It's not like it gives you full boost. Like, I feel like the boost capsule should fill up your boost bar.
The mighty ocean, cradle of life, trivialized for your amusement and
See, I like the 3D part here. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's memorable to me, because there's not that many 3D sections. And then with this, you can... I think I like going through the window. Yeah, you can actually go through the window. And then there's like a different path over here. Yeah, this is a long light dash trail. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you can kind of use the light dash here to like skip everything. Because I think if you fall, there's like platforming below. But if you go through this path, you can kind of skip everything.
and not evidence of a dangerous leak in this. Oh, heck with it. Run for your life!
And I think here, you can like land up here. And yeah, there's like a few different alternate paths, which I like.
Enjoy them with a delicious soy glaze.
And then in here, I think this is like a... Yeah, in this room you have to kill all the enemies. And Sonic Colors doesn't really have any rooms like this. So I think this is kind of like weird. Because like most of the time you can just skip the enemies. But no, here you actually have to fight them. And then you have this like water fountain in the middle that shoots you up. I think that's really fun. Oh yeah, also the fish. So if you go through a group of fish, I think they kind of act as like a shield. So if an enemy hurt me right now, I think the fish... Yeah, the fish go away, but I don't lose any rings. I think that's a cool mechanic. I always forget about that, but yeah, that's what the fish do. Alright, so yeah, that was a really good level. It had a decent amount of 3D. I mean, it was still mostly 2D, but I think the 3D parts that were there were pretty good.
Man, running past all those fish put me in the mood for sushi. I doubt Eggman had the decency to put a good sushi joint in this park.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, try the newest dining experience here at Eggman's incredible interstellar amusement park, the Bucket of Sushi. Now with fish.
Probably like the Chum Bucket.
Like I was saying.
Who would even like work at Eggman's sushi place?
Somebody here order a clobbering?
Like, I assume they're just like robots.
Are you sure? It says somebody ordered an extra large clobbering topped with everything. Okay. Tell you what, I can't take this thing back, so I'll give you an extra large clobbering for nothing. Hope you're hungry.
But yeah, this is like a rehash of like the Sweet Mountain. What's that level called? Sweet. I can't even think of like that level with like the candy and stuff. I thought it was Sweet Mountain. I don't remember. But yeah, anyways, this is a rehash of that boss fight. Except it's like slightly harder, I guess, because we're underwater. But it's the same thing, pretty much. I don't even get what we're doing here. What the hell? How do you unlock this? I don't even really remember. Maybe... What? Am I stupid? Like... What do you even have to do here? That's weird. I don't know what you're supposed to do over there. Do you, like, guide the missiles to it? Like, it's like Mario Galaxy? Like, I really don't know. Like, is that actually what you're supposed to do? Because, like, I know that's what you do in Mario Galaxy, but it's like... I know they were copying Mario. I guess. Yeah, they straight up copy Mario Galaxy. But why can't the drill whisk damage it? Like, you should be able to, like, drill into it. Whatever. Okay, I guess this fucker swims. I guess that's why it's, like, harder. Like, that's the thing that's harder about it. Is it, like, swims now. Whatever, let's do that again. Why is there weird flickering? Do you see that? There's like flickering white lights. God, how did they screw this game up? And it's like, you have to get those rockets over here. But I swear, it's kind of hard because there's so much shit in the way. And you know, like, I can live with, like, some graphical glitches, but when the game is flickering, that doesn't really fly with me, because, like, that shit just gives me a fucking headache. God, this is annoying. Alright, I guess we won. I'm pretty sure he's dead now. Yeah, I don't like that boss. It's just like, it's rehash. The only difference is that it's underwater. And you know what? The water doesn't really even make it harder. It just makes it more annoying.
Great job, Sonic.
You know me. I aim to please.
Well, I'm totally pleased.
That's
And
what she said.
ferocious. I grabbed a bite at the bucket of sushi.
What's the verdict?
His cruelty knows no bounds.
Why would you even eat Eggman sushi? I would think it was like poisoned or something.
Next stop, the Aquarium Park. Next stop, the...
Alright. So I'll see you guys in the next part.